This is the Evo Pro Plus, and this is the Evo Pro Plus before we put it together. And this is me not dressed for Efoil, given that I'm based in Norway. As a disclaimer, Waydoo does not pay us to say anything or dictate what we say about the boards. They did send us these two boards for free to test them and make the reviews. And if you use our affiliate links, you get a discount and we get a small commission. That's a deal. That is a deal. We have two different setups here. And this is what we recommend if you're a beginner or if you're advanced. So this is what you get when you buy the board, regardless of which option you choose. And over here we have some additional accessories. You have a board itself. Battery, which is the heaviest component. And here we have tail extender, remote controller, the motor, the mast, the wing, and tail wing. So this is the tail extender. It mounts here. It makes the wing go much further back, and that way it makes it more stable for beginners. Though it does make it a little bit harder to turn. This is the remote controller with which you can control how fast you go, and you can also have information on a display on the battery and the speed, and it also has a strap which makes it harder to lose in the water. This is the motor. It comes in two different sizes, 4 kilowatts and 6 kilowatts. This is 6 kilowatts. The propeller guard has a net behind that protects you in case you fall and your finger or feet get into it, because the propeller can cut you. But this one gives you less driving time because it has more resistance, so we don't usually use this one, but it's recommended for beginners. This is a shorter mast. This is a longer mast, and we would usually recommend longer masts in every case, regardless of whether you're a beginner or a bit more advanced. The only time we would recommend the shorter mast is if you want to drive it in a lake or a bit more shallow water. Here is the wing, and this is what keeps you flying. If you breach, that means if the propeller comes out of the water, you will fall. But with the longer mast, it's a bigger range before you breach. And as a beginner, it's quite hard to know how far above water you are without actually looking down. And you shouldn't look down, because if you look down, you lose balance and fall. And for the advanced riders, you can turn sharper or also drive big waves. These are 3 wings you can choose from. For beginners, we recommend these 2. This one is for more advanced riders, is a bit more unstable, but is more playful and faster.
So I changed the wing, put on the Voyager 1100 wing. Much more speed to fly with this wing. You can ride much faster, more agile.
And this is the tail wing, which helps with stability. I will now build the board, and you can see them next to each other. Front here there's a tool that you can use to mount everything, all the screws. The wrist strap has a key that you use to mount the battery, and when you get it first time it's really difficult to get it in, but as you use it over time it gets easier. Ta-da! The board does not come with a bag, but we do recommend getting one because it protects it very well from scratching during transport. It also does not come with the wheels, but the wheels mount in the back and it's much easier to transport to the water instead of carrying it with the battery. This is a folding propeller, an accessory that you can buy extra, which means that when you let go of the throttle, it will fold. And that way the board will glide through the waves, so that means you can ride down the waves without power. This board has the folding propeller on. With the folding propeller, it's much more unstable, but it's much more fun. And also it can be very dangerous for beginners. And this is the propeller guard eliminator comb. And that replaces this. And without this, you save more battery, but it's more unstable. And it can be used with a regular propeller. You can see that this one is mounted with tail extender, unlike this one, which doesn't have it. This setup is best for the beginners. It's very stable. This one here is a bit more advanced. It has a folding propeller, and this wing allows you to turn more sharp. This Voyager wing is about, in our opinion, is about as same stability as this one, but it's much more smooth to drive with this one. So we prefer it. And you can see the different height of the board, the mast height. If you want to place the board like this wing is much more stable. If you do that on this board, it will easily fall down. What's unique for Waydoo boards is that they have sensors which adjust the height and help you get up on the board. It adjusts the power at which you ride so that you can get up on the board without falling down right away. And that's very difficult for beginners. It's unique for Evo Plus boards. Only Plus model has it. If you buy the non-Plus model, it will come in green. It looks almost the same, except it's green, but it doesn't come with assist sensors. On the front here, you can mount accessories like cameras. And you can also mount the handlebar, which we still haven't tried. This is a 90-liter board. For heavier riders, or if you want to ride 2 people at the same time, we recommend the bigger board, 130 liters. Another interesting feature that we haven't tried yet is the inflatable tube that you place around the board, and it keeps the board floating as you climb on it. Another cool thing we did with this board is we mounted subboard on top. And then you go really fast. This is a new Evo model. What? I'm waiting for the thing.
Yes.
Or what did you say now? I'm cold. I'm doing stuff. To have no. Yeah. Oh, well, close your eyes. This is the wind extend. So this is the wing extender.
No, tail extender.
Yeah. Why would I say that? This one is for a bit more advanced. No. This one is for advanced, right? No. And it's also more, I don't know how to say this. That's a deer. That is a deer.